This is going to be, hold on, I gotta pull up on my other device because I like to, oh no, my cards. I like to look up my live streams on other devices so I can make sure that it's streaming. Okay, hold on. Uh, I'm streaming unlisted, so, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna use two different decks. I'm gonna use for if you identify with feminine energy, I'm going to use the Mermaid Tarot. If you guys identify with more masculine, or this can be your divine counterpart, I'm going to use the the Tarot Mystic Universal. I don't know how to pronounce it's in Spanish. The Tarot Mystical Universal deck. Okay. All right. So let's start off with your energy. I'm also going to use my own note cards as messages from your divine counterpart. I'm going to ask the mermaids for advice. And yeah, these cards, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. I don't know if I want to use these, but I'm going to use these. My friend gifted these to me. So yeah, these started some trouble last time, I think. So I'm gonna use them anyway. It's whatever. It is what it is. They were a gift to me, and it's not gonna stop me from using them. So I'm going to use those cards as what they want to say to you or what messages may want to come out. So let's start off with your energy. All right, Most High God. For those who have yet to meet their divine counterpart or perceive that they have yet to meet their divine counterparts, I ask for nothing but love, light, truth, and clarity for this group of individuals watching who are meant to receive this message. And may they hear this message in the way that they are meant to hear it from you, Most High God. I ask for divine protection surrounding this reading. I call to the Archangel Michael for his loving light, his protective light and energy, to remove and block out anything that is not meant to be here during this reading and send it back to wherever it came from. I also cast my ego aside during this reading so that I be fully present to hear what the messages the Most High God has for these groups of individuals. All right. This is current vibe energy. I have bug bites, y'all, so I have like mosquito bites all on my body. Um, so I call these current vibe readings. So what I mean by that is it can resonate with you at any time. It's not meant to resonate with you just on April, blah, blah, blah. It can resonate with you May, December of whatever time. It can resonate whenever. So if it's for you, it's for you. You will know if it's for you or not. All right, so let's get into it. Where is the feminine energies energetically when it comes to their divine counterpart? How is this energy affecting them? Where are they at? What is the most important, most relevant energy? Thank you. These cards slid out like butter. Okay, 3 cards came out. First card is the Knight of Swords. Second card is the 4 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. I'm going to pull one more. Strength card. So mentally right now, you guys are very defensive about something, or you guys feel like you're very clear, you're very crystal clear on something. For some of you. Some of you guys may know, like intuitively, that someone, whether it's a male energy or female energy or a masculine, whatever, um, you know that this person is not happy by the way that they communicate, or by the way that they communicate with you directly, maybe, or you just have this intuitive intuitive knowing, without much evidence or proof, but you just know that this person may not be in a good space energetically, especially emotionally. Like you just feel it intuitively. A part of you wants to, like, send your love to this person energetically, like pray for them. You might have this person in your heart or in your thoughts a lot when you pray or before you go to bed at night, or you just sense this sadness in your own energy, your own essence. Um, Yeah, maybe you feel sad and you don't really know why. It's almost subconscious because your perception is like that you're maybe with the Eight of Cups that you're depressed, and there's something like you might be feeling a sense of release, like something's releasing itself out of you, or you're purging, you're crying a lot maybe for, and some of you just don't understand, like you feel a sense of sadness. Me personally, I resonate with this already so far, and I hope y'all resonate with it too. But I just be feeling like this weird, like it's not me, and I just be feeling like this overwhelming, like wanting to cry, but it's not coming out, and I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like it's weird. So I don't know if you guys are experiencing this, but some of you guys may be feeling a sense of detachment from people too. Maybe you're naturally moving, like if you're with someone already that's not your divine counterpart, or it could be, this is a hint, like if you feel like it's time to separate from somebody that you're with, and I'm not telling you that you should or you shouldn't, but if you're feeling this way, this could be something to do with this other person. And it may even a little bit further, even though this is not in the cards, I'm just picking the energy up. Like when you do this, they're doing this. So if they're with someone else, or they're in a situation, period, where they're not happy, whether it's a job, whether they just feel like they're not living their truth, they're going to detach because they recognize that they're not living in their truth and they're not happy. And they're almost a reflection of you, because the water in the ocean just represents connectedness. It represents emotions, the subconscious. And it can also be reflective energies too, showing you what's within the self. So you know this to be true within yourself because you yourself also feels this in some essence, one way or another. I see you breaking free of something this week, something that may have been a strong hold on you, period. Whether these are, this is ego traps, by the way, so it could be whatever. It could be attachments. Yeah, you're freeing yourself because you have the full card at the bottom. So that's like you starting the tower. Whatever whatever it is that's not of your highest good is coming down. So you might be having tower moments, you might be having revelations, um because you're coming in. You might have recently healed yourself too. You might have cleansed yourself in some way. Maybe you've been drinking more water. Maybe you've had some time to meditate and reflect on your emotions, and you've come to a lot of awareness and conclusions. Maybe you receiving messages telepathically from your guides about your divine other half. And you don't, like I said, these are for people that don't know them or perceive they don't know who this person is. So this is all happening energetically. This doesn't, you don't have to have any proof of any of this. This is what you feel. So that's where you're at. Let's see where this person is within themselves. I'm going to use this deck. Once I got tap into the other half, which more than likely is what we call masculine energy. Whether that's a male form or a female form. Take whatever resonates. Where are they at energetically at this time? With this divine connection. How is it affecting their lives and themselves? The Four of Pentacles. The Sun card. This card is so ugly to me. Like, why does this baby look like a man? Like, I'm gonna call it my Benjamin Button card. Anyway, the King of Swords. This was sticking out. The Six of Wands. Okay. So where they're at with this connection is, I kind of feel like they're distancing themselves from people and things. It's kind of like they also may be guided to be more open and share of themselves, but something about them is like drawing back, like pulling away from people and things, maybe in their environment, because they're going through an awakening. They're starting fresh, they're starting new. It's like they're this baby. Maybe that's why it looks like a man. I don't know. If it's glitching, I apologize. But maybe this is why they look like little men or whatever, because they are growing. They're giving birth to themselves. They're giving birth to a new aspect of themselves. And they're aware that there's someone out there for them. They might even know you with the King of Swords because he's knowing, he's knowledgeable, he's wise. I'm going to clarify this. You got the moon at the bottom and the Six of Swords at the top. So they may be subconsciously being guided um, in your direction. But let's see. Verify the King of Swords, Most High God, please. Thank you. You got the Death card and the Nine of Swords. So they know that something needs to come to an end in their life. They're very knowledgeable about this, and they have a skull in their hand. So not only does that represent knowledge, but it also can represent death. Um, they know that there's something about them as well that is changing, that is going through a major shift and transformation with that phoenix bird. And sacrificing this dead body, it's like a transmutation ritual, like putting in something in the fire that no longer serves you in order to gain something else and new. And that's what they're doing. But they may be going through the dark night of the soul, so it's not necessarily the easiest process that they're going through, but this person knows what's up, though. They're not stupid. They know that they need to do better in their life, and they know this, and they are going through an awakening. It's I feel like it started off at first very beautiful, like most awakenings for some people. Like for me, it was like, oh my God, like I'm seeing signs and synchronicities, and I'm learning about this, I'm learning about that, and it's exciting. And then the next thing you know, you go through this dark period where everything starts to change. Like I lost my job, I lost my home, I broke up with someone. I went through this whole period within a year, like maybe even within a 4 or 5 month time frame. All of this stuff just happened, and it put me into a deep depression, which is my dark night of the soul. It pushed me. It was crazy. It's a dark period, and not to get too personal, but I was going through not thoughts of suicide to the point where like I'm gonna do it, but like thinking about like, you know, would it just be better just like I can't, what's happening. And that's the death of the ego. That's the death of an aspect of you, so that you can give birth to this, or they can give birth to this. So they're not really going through it so easy right now. It's kind of dark for them. But what's going to come out of this is a victory. And I don't feel like this is a long period, because the Six of Wands, or any Wands energy, is very fast moving, very swift. So this isn't going to be a long process. This person is learning right now. So they're more self-focused at the moment. This person is more self-focused. So let's see what your advice is and what you should be doing when it comes to this connection. What's your advice? Helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. So you might have a group of people, like this looks like friends or something. I don't know, somebody's daughter or child may, or maybe a little sister or something, may say something to you that you needed to hear. Or maybe, you know, your little sister's very wise. Like your little sister doesn't have to be a child. It could be, you know, an adult little sister. But maybe a friend or, you know, family member that is empathic maybe, or just is always there and supportive of you. They might be able to give you some insight. And I feel like it's very, very serendipitous. It's not something that you fish for. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. So yeah, it's like Spirit is telling you to connect with people that you trust, because I feel like they're going to be able to open your eyes to other possibilities. Maybe you're stuck in one mind frame, like one. I did a personal reading today, and I was picking up, like, you know, our focus sometimes can be so narrow that Spirit will have so many doors open for us, but we're only focused on one door because that's where we think everything, that solution or that outcome is going to come through, or the timing is going to happen one way, but Spirit has so many other options and things to explore, but we don't see that. We're not seeing the alignment and the unfoldment and the steps that we can take, because we're so focused on this one door opening that we're not seeing all these other doors that are opening and constantly revolving, if that makes sense. So a friend of yours or someone close to you might help you come to this awareness and help you to shift your perception or make some sort of change. It's this baby also represents that rebirth energy as well. And I feel like it's somebody that's potentially younger than you, or just has like a more childlike approach, meaning they're more carefree, they're not so serious about everything, and not in a way that they're immature and unreliable, because spirit wouldn't be mentioning this person if they were not. But sorry, I have to charge my device, it's dying. Okay, so I'm gonna use these cards, and I want to see like what message or musical message, if any song could. So let's see, what song are you singing to them and what song are they singing to you? I guess you could do it like that. Okay, we have country folk music with Joan Baez. I don't know. It's a country song. Country songs are very then you got Patti Smith, rock and roll. So like feminine songs, obviously. The Six of Diamonds and the Five of Spades. So one of you guys is like singing. Some of you guys may be aware of this artist, or you guys are a fan of the genre folk or country music, but it's this romantic energy of give and take and kind of singing to each other. You may be singing to them that you have their back and you just want to support them and everything is okay. And they may be very rebellious, and like with this rock and roll song, like, I don't care, I'm disconnected, I'm all up in my own head, I'm focused on my own issues with the Five of Spades, kind of like the Five of Swords energy. So they're kind of telling you not to worry about them. While you want to be there for them, it's like they're pushing back a little bit energetically. And not because they're being negative or being shisty or pushing you away in a negative sense, but it's more so like, I got this. Let's see what else they want to say to you. So before anybody gets messy, just in case, these cards were a gift to me. I am aware that there's a reader that I guess was the first person to use those cards. My friend watches her channel, so she asked this girl about those cards, by the way, and bought some for herself, because my friend, she does readings like for friends and family. She's not a reader on YouTube or anything, but she bought those cards for herself, and she knows that I do my little divine musical messages every now and then. She bought those for me. So I had no idea. I never watched this reader's channel, so it wasn't like I'm trying to bite off somebody's style, but I'm not gonna stop using something just because somebody else. It's like, it's not copywritten for one person. Like, I don't understand, but I think somebody started something. I don't think it was that reader that took it and ran with it. I think it was somebody that was watching my live and tried to make it out to be something that it wasn't. But all right, let's see. What is it, Most High God, that the divine counterpart wants to say to the viewer? Their divine counterpart, collectively. All right. Winter, October, April. Show me and teach me how to love you. I'm new to this. Yes, they are attractive, but so are you. I've been feeling stuck lately. I'm gonna stop there. So some of you guys, this could be names, this could be significant dates and times. So I would write this down if this is not someone's birth date, like it's not your birth date. My daughter's name is Winter, but maybe there's somebody out there that has the name Winter too. Or this could just be a significant something to note and jot down. I would write this down just in case you guys, like, this is connected to your divine counterpart. October, April, and Winter is connected. Or maybe one or the other. It may not be all three. It could be one or the other, or a couple. But they are reiterating, they're also confirming that yes, they're feeling stuck. They're going through it right now. This person wants you to know that you're beautiful. You may be comparing yourself to someone. You may be thinking that you're not good enough for whoever your divine counterpart may be. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not fit enough. I'm too skinny. I'm too big. I'm too this. I'm too that. I'm not enough of this. I'm not enough of that. And they're pretty much telling you to stop that, because energetically they know and they sense this from you, or this is their higher self, like they're with you, they know. Show me and teach me how to love you, I'm new to this. So like I said, this person's going through a transformation, and they're also learning, and they're going through lessons right now. And one of their biggest things may be that they're not so open. Remember with the Four of Pentacles, I think I shuffled it, so yeah, I shuffled it. With the Four of Pentacles, that you know, the four, how Four of Pentacles usually is depicted anyway, is a person that's like hoarding all this money, and they're like very stingy with it. Versus the other people in the picture and the cards that I pulled, they're much more open. They're all surrounding each other. They're all happy. This person may not be used to sharing their emotions. They may not be used to being completely vulnerable. And I feel like they want you to show them and teach them. And what better way than to give that back to yourself? Because did we pull the Four of Cups in your deck? I think we did. You have the Four of Cups, and it's like this mermaid trying to offer this man on, you know, on land, this cup, and he's not seeing it. So it's like you're trying to give something to someone that they need to give back to themselves. So because we're mirrors, give that energy back to yourself, because it's going to show the other person how to open up. But first, they have to be in a space where they are receptive to their feelings and their emotions in order to even be receptive to yours or anyone else's, period, in any other instance or type of connection, in order to open up and be vulnerable with others, and vice versa. So by you giving, turn that energy back to yourself. Whenever someone rejects you, it's just a reflection of what you need to give to yourself, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna pull a mermaid card, and then we'll go ahead and conclude the reading. Okay, beloved mermaids, Mama Yemoya asks for divine clarity, truth, and clarity. Thank you. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. Like, yeah, you need to focus on self right now. And it was 2:22 when I said that on the timing, on the timestamp. So yeah, because what this other person, they're doing that. They're focusing on themselves, and the more you guys love up on each other, like, that's the thing. You don't have to know who this person is. You don't have to know what they look like, what they sound like, what their name is, where they're at, where they're from in the world, how, what their age is. The energy is the most important, the spiritual connectedness, because that is your divine mirror, that person. So in essence, no matter where you are in the world, it's like two twin children that have been separated at birth. They still have certain similarities in character, and they can sense one another is hurting when they're separate from each other. Or even twins that grew up together, I've heard different stories of twins that one twin could be hurting and they'll sense it, they'll know it. Like, I know you're hurting. So you don't have to know this person, you know, at all, but you can just sense it. You're picking up each other's energy. So when you do you, that person's going to do them. When you honor yourself, that person's going to honor themselves. So when you guys are in a vibration of matching each other in that essence, that's when things come together. So it's like certain points in your life, you guys are kind of, it's like a game, like back and forth, like you guys are playing game, like a ball game, back and forth, like playing toss, like we're going back and forth, or, you know, playing patty cake, back and forth. So you're constantly bouncing off of each other's energy, because in essence you guys are one essence. So that's one thing to remember. When you do your work and you love up on yourself, that person is doing the same. And when you guys are whole within yourself, then these two halves of wholes can come together and complete that one puzzle. But until then, if you're just always focused on this other person rather than what needs to be focused on within the self, that other mirror is going to reflect back to you what you're rejecting within yourself. And when I say this, I have to be careful, because I'm not talking about that unrequited love stuff. That's not what I'm saying. It's a difference between unrequited love. Unrequited love is, you clearly know that this person's energy is not for you, and it's not healthy, it's toxic, it's imbalanced, it's compromising your self-worth. Like, this person really doesn't give a damn about you. The difference between your divine counterpart is they respect you and they love you, whether they know of you or they don't know of you. They respect your energy first and foremost, as you would with them. But you can't force a person to love you. If you have to force someone to love you and to force them to see your worth, that's not the person for you, more than likely. Unconditional love comes naturally. And that might trigger some people because this whole twin flame concept it teaches people certain things that are not healthy, and not all of it is unhealthy, but most of it um, is unhealthy. Like, it's teaching people this runner chaser thing. Oh, he's blocking me, he's not calling me. In some cases, yeah, people may run scared and they may block you and all that, but if you know that this person is obviously like, they don't want anything to do with you, you know better that this person doesn't want anything to do with you, but you're being disrespectful to that person and yourself. Actually, you're actually doing yourself more of a disservice than this other person, because they're going to continue to live their life and be with whoever they want to be with, but you're doing yourself a dishonor and disservice by forcing yourself upon someone, because you're keeping yourself from that very person, that spirit, God, the ancestors, whatever you want to call it, your angels, your spiritual team has ordained for you and has made specially for you. You're robbing yourself of that. Okay? So, I think that's it. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, description box below. Just be mindful, you guys, I'm booked for April. So if you guys purchase a reading, you guys will have to book for May, unless you guys book an emergency reading with me. You'll get that within 24 to 48 hours. Also, for my fellow Tauruses, I will be doing birthday readings. So if you are a Taurus sun, I will be doing free readings for you guys. I will put more detail out about those readings soon, sometime this week, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, much love. I appreciate you guys. Until next reading, peace.